Hi, just getting ready for a recovery ride. Yes, recovery ride, the old coach does do them. And I bet you do them wrong. Oh no, you know how to do them. So you know what's coming up in this video. Well, just switch off right now and good luck with your training. In this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of tips that might just help you not only recover, but improve your fitness. And one of the tips has just arrived now. My training partner. Yes, riding with someone. We'll talk about that in a second, because I got to get ready and roll. Does anybody know where we are? Well, drop a comment in, because locally we call them Rabbie Burns, and we're at his museum. I'll share a little bit at the end of the video because it's got the best cakes, and that's what a recovery ride's all about. Speak to you soon. So a recovery ride is exactly what it says on the tin. It's about recovery, but most people don't understand the level and the purpose of a recovery ride. So we use them after hard workouts where we've left metabolites. These are just waste products from the chemical reactions of the muscular contractions. So you've done a hard day, hard session, you have a recovery ride, and it flushes out those waste materials. Makes your legs feel a little bit more alive. But too many riders go too hard. Well, what is too hard? Well, anything above 55% of your FTP or anything generally above 65% of max heart rate. Now, I don't use power on recovery rides because you need to understand that your body may be reacting to other things. You may have had poor sleep. You may have had low levels of fluid or poor fueling. So you need to go with your heart rate. But out on a recovery ride, you should feel relaxed. It should always feel like you can go quicker, and when you finish, you should actually feel energized. Not as if, oh, you've just had a hard workout because you've had to go up the hill closest to where you live because you hold the KOM. That's just being a dickhead, isn't it? And you've got to stop that. Too many recovery rides go beyond an hour. There's no need to. As soon as you go over an hour, you're starting to eat into glycogen stores, and that's not good. So I mentioned at the start, a good little tip is to get a training partner, because if you go out with someone, mine's laughing at the moment, you've got to talk to them, haven't you? And if you talk, you stay under what we call VT1. That is, there's no impact on your nervous system. So you're allowing your body to recover. You're allowing the heart rate that's elevated above what it is sitting watching Netflix to flush out those waste materials. And if you can talk, even if your partner's chat is crap, it's still you're listening and talking back, and you just have small talk. Always save your best chat for the cake talk, okay? Because that's the best bit about a recovery ride, is having a bit of cake. Right, well, I'm going to get back on cycling. I'll stop and I'll give you another great tip on why we need to do recovery rides in a few minutes. But just take in this beautiful scenery. Lovely, isn't it? Another great tip when you're following a recovery ride is not to do them. Hey, what are you talking about, coach? We're talking about doing recovery rides. No, what I mean is, some people, they'll do a recovery ride when it's not needed. So I'm talking about athletes, you may be closer to my age, 50, or maybe a bit younger, even over the age of 40, and you've done a ride that's depleted your glycogen. Now what that means, just in basic English, you've gone over 3 hours. So you've ridden at whatever intensity you choose, but you've gone over 3 hours, so you've started to eat into energy stores. When you do a recovery ride the following day, you delay what's called the resynthesis of proteins. Now that's easy for me to say. Basically what that means is those little amino acid chains that build up and they repair, regrow those proteins in your system, basically your muscle fibers. So the healing process is delayed with an elevated heart rate. Yeah, so you're out doing a recovery ride thinking, well, I'm doing okay, and you're actually delaying the process of healing. And that is one of the biggest faults that a lot of athletes have, is the recovery rides end up just delaying the recovery process. So you stay what's called catabolic. You remain in that period when you go and hit your key session. So you don't hit the key session because you can't hit the big numbers because you're knackered, because you're an idiot, because your recovery rides suddenly, oh, I feel a bit good. Oh, there's a rider in front of me. Oh, I'll just chase them. Oh, I'm on that hill. I've got a tailwind. I'll just go for a QOM or a KOM. You see what happens? You end up with a more steady state type training that has an elevated heart rate most of the time, so you can't hit those big numbers. So you end up frustrated with your training, but you do more recovery rides because you think, well, that's what the pros do. No, your recovery ride needs to be at a level that will allow you to flush. So zone 1, make sure you go nowhere near anything above 65 or 75% max heart rate. Spin, have a laugh, talk, joke, enjoy your cycling, stop, take photographs. It's all about low level so that when it comes to the big numbers, boom, you can kick ass. Look, you keep your partner waiting for you, yeah? Look, it's all about talking, isn't it? Stay low level and you'll make great progress. Right, we got to get on to get some cake. Who's buying? Yeah. True. So another good little tip on your recovery ride is practice on your skills. Practice on your cadence, practice on your handling, your downhill. Really switch off from the intensity and drive up those skills. Because remember, if you can improve your confidence on the bike, other things get better. Hey, practice on your piano hands. You don't know what piano hands are? Hey, check out the last video I did on how to prevent sore hands. Then you'll understand. So your recovery ride becomes not just productive in flushing out waste materials, it ups your skill level. That's going to put a bigger smile on your face as well. Hey, if this videos have been of any use to you, hey, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want. I got loads more of this stuff coming. Remember, you stay safe, and anyone can train hard, but there's only a few of us can train smart. Now, I'm off to get some cake.